Hi, I'm Imogen. I'm a third year Biomedical Sciences student, and today I'm going to be sharing with you thoughts about what I would tell my 18-year-old self. Firstly, in terms of academic choices, when I first started my degree, I was so worried that I wasn't loving it enough. And I think what I've learned as I've gone through my degree is that the more you build on your knowledge, the more you find it more interesting than stressful and difficult. And once you start building on key concepts, I found my degree so much more enjoyable and so much more interesting. But that definitely comes with sticking at it. So when I was 18, I moved away from home, came to uni, and it was quite a big year in terms of changes in my life, as it will be for a lot of people. And there's definitely some things I would have done differently, and definitely also things that I stressed about that I really, really didn't need to. Another thing that I stressed a lot about during that kind of time was making friends at uni. When I was 18, so for most of that year, I was at sixth form with friends that I'd known forever, and I felt so secure in all my friendships and my friendship group. And obviously I came to uni and that does change a little bit, but it's a lot easier to find your people than you initially think. And although it took a couple of months, eventually I ended up meeting who are now my best friends. And looking back, it wasn't something that I needed to stress about at the time. Equally, although this isn't something I personally experienced, but I know that many of my friends have experienced it, is that just because you choose your course and come to uni and start your course, there's always options to change your mind, and it's never too late to change your mind. So putting so much pressure on yourself to make the perfect decision for you first time isn't necessary, and so many people change their minds, and that's absolutely fine, and it's not something to stress about. But it's equally important to make sure that you're enjoying yourself and making the most of a new experience, because it'll go so quickly and the pressure will start to build come second and third year, and before you know it, time will have completely flown by. So I definitely say to other people, make the most of it and have fun, and that's something that I'm really glad that I did. Something that I did that I would want to look back and tell myself that I did well was balancing work and uni, but also enjoying myself. I do work hard, and I did work very hard during my first year, but equally I did socialise and get involved in societies, and I think that was a really good thing because it allowed me to meet people and make friends. And first year, although it's important to work hard because you'd kick yourself come second year if you hadn't learned all the first year content, equally I would tell my 18-year-old self, you don't have to do everything. I'm a bit of a overcommitter and struggle to say no to plans and things, and sometimes I think looking back I probably could have done with a bit of time to myself. So looking back, those are a few things that I would tell my 18-year-old self in first year. So yeah, I hope that's been interesting to some of you.